now watching Compton Ricc Roc TV. Let's get to the content.
At some point in the man's life, he gonna go through it. What are you talking about, Rock? I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm talking about. The Luce can his wife leave him for Compton Ricc Roc. We gonna talk about that at the end of the video, man. Some men have women for a nighttime, some have them for a lifetime. I'm gonna break down exactly what I'm talking about, man, and then we gonna get on with the content. If you out here moving reckless, if you out here doing dumb stuff, crazy stuff, just off the chain, and you just so happen to get incarcerated, what do you think gonna happen when you up in that jail cell? You got some women that's gonna stay down. You got some women that's gonna get on. If you done made it real comfortable and put a woman up here, took care of her, getting her nails done, getting her hair done, paying them bills, paying that car note, you giving it to her every single day, every morning and every night, and it stopped, what do you think gonna happen? Let's think logic here, man. Old man told me, that ain't yours. That's just yours for that time. You don't own that pee-hole. When she get up and walk away from you, that thing leave with her. It's not yours, it's just your turn, man. I came home from work one day, said, you know what, let me go take an early lunch. Man, I get home, open the door up, walk up in there, I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? It's always good when you go in that bedroom and see your fine woman laying on that bed, and you might want to tap it right before you go back to work. Well, this night, man, when I went to work, my shorty was gone. But what I did notice was clothes laid out on the bed, as if this person was looking for an outfit to go out and do her little razzle dazzle, and then when I come back home, she be in there like ain't nothing ever happened. This night was the night I realized that I didn't own that pee hole. Man, I couldn't, my mind was so messed up. I called, nobody answering the phone, none of that. I go back to work, man, I'm toe up, I'm started, my brain is moving fast. I couldn't even work that night, man. Just so happened I had a female cousin. My female cousin, she hit me and she said, "Cuzzo, can you go over here and look at this location and see if you see this car?" So I ain't tripping, I ain't thinking of my mind all over the place. So I rolled right to the direction that she gave me. And I said, "Yeah, I see the car, it's in the driveway." She was like, "Okay, cool." The next day, she called me again. She said, "Cuzzo, can you go over here and see where this car is at?" So at this point, I'm wondering what's going on. This is day 2 now. My shorty gone out of here, man. I ain't seen her in 2 days, still ain't answering her phone. Anyway, so guess what? I go to the location my cousin tell me to go to. I don't see the car. She say, "Man, this thing must not be working." I say, "What thing? What are you talking about?" She sent me to a location where they sell these tracking devices. And when I go get this tracking device, I somehow learn how to figure it out and work it. So now I went from looking for my cousin, female cousin. I didn't know at the time she had me looking for her partner. And when she broke it down and told me how this stuff works, I said, okay, now I'm about to catch everything that's been going on, but you know what's going on. I'm Tenderoni from real. I'm living in Tenderoniville, man. Anyway, I just so happened to go by this female's people house and see the car, boom, slide the tracker up under there, and I watch it for 2 to 3 days. And man, when I tell y'all, when you in Tenderville, you gonna do some Tenderville stuff. Man, I find this whip. Well, I take that back. I called my homeboy and did the same thing my female cousin did to me. I said, "Hey, homie, roll over there and see if you see that whip." My partner say, "Yeah, I see the whip." We go over there, man, and what I seen will blow y'all mind, man. I seen her car. You can see through a window. It looked like this old spot I'm looking at right now. Y'all can't see it in the camera view. But when you rolling down the street, you can see an apartment building with the window blinds opened up. You can see the women on this side of the bed and you can see the dude on this side of the bed, and they making the blanket up folding the blanket up. Making the bed up. I said to myself, man, there they go right there. The homie said there they go right there. And when I seen it, I said, yeah, that's them. Man, make a long story short, it went all the way bad. Now, when I rewind the whole tape, at this time I'm having my little change up, making my little paper. I noticed that my paper stacks was getting shorter, and shorter. I rewind the tape some more. I remember sitting on the bed and that young lady looked at me with tears in her eyes and she said, I don't want to be on the streets. I don't want to be homeless. I didn't think nothing of it because of me, I'm a hustler, not a customer. I'ma always get it. Even if I ain't got it right now, I'ma find a way to get me some paper stacks. I've been like that my whole life. I never been without it. I never slept on the curb a day in my life. I never slept under a freeway. I never slept under a bridge a day in my life. I always went and got my paper, point blank period. Anyway, when I rewind that tape and I realized that my bread was short, and I rewind the whole tape, I said, man, these women will leave your ass when your paper gets short. I done went to the penitentiary and seen women lead a man when they got that time. So anyway, man, I went straight up there where I seen them at making the bed up, walked in the backyard, man, and had a little, few words with the young man, and coming to find out this was a guy who the young lady I was, messing around with had a previous relationship before I got with her. He had just came home from jail and got his girl back. At this time, I didn't realize it. Paper getting short. This dude fresh out of jail. When you're fresh out of jail, you're strong. You're like an ox. He over there beating that backside in. Man, I went through that heartbreak, man. And I thought that this was the only woman in the whole world who was a freak. I thought this was the only woman in the whole world who I related to. Man, I went through my little pain and all that old stuff, heartbreak. Every man needs to go through a heartbreak. Man, I went through that heartbreak, man. And my homeboy told me, he said, Roc, you gotta live. You gotta get over it. Every man been through it, but every man ain't gonna tell you. Every man done been through the same situation, but they not gonna tell you how they had their heart broke. Everybody gonna act like they're a player pimp and all this old stuff. But every real nigga done went through it. Trust me and believe that. He said, go out there and live. I didn't want to hear it the first time. I was still stuck on my shoulder. And then he said, Roc, you gotta live again. He told me a couple of more times. Man, I said, what do you mean live, man? He said, you gotta go out there and just start messing around. Go start dating you some women, man. Go out there and get back on the scene. Go find you some women. Man, I said, all right. I went up in that gym. Man, I got on that good old diet. I started working out every single day. I started getting my paper back up. My skin started glowing. Man, I started, dating little chicks here and there. And then I met this one little chick, man. And when I tell you, man, she put that pee hole on me so good and so decent. And man, I was going crazy. That fire hole, that dome shot was so cold. I said, man, this is different. This is different right here. What kind of pee hole is this? Met me another one. Old Scorpio, me and her dated. You know what I'm saying? Again, this was off the chain. Then I realized, I said, wait a minute. This wasn't the only woman out here that was like this. It's a whole lot of women out here like this. And as time go by, you meet the right one. You meet the right woman and y'all just do real things. And then when you look back, you done forgot all about the other shorty. You done forgot all about the things that she used to do. You done forgot all that because you done got over the heartbreak once you heal up. Every man gonna have to go through it. It's different when you in jail. When you in jail and your woman leave you for dry and you ain't got nobody else, this is when your hustling mentality gonna have to kick in. Point blank period. You got a phone, you better find you a PayPal or anything like that. But to make a long story short, let's get back to how we started this conversation. Every man will experience that. You gotta go through it. It's part of life, homie. It's nothing to get on here and clown like I did. I clowned when a man was on the street. Made hella jokes. I told y'all in all my videos what was gonna happen. If you go back and look at them Luce Cannon and Compton Ricc Roc videos, I told you she was gonna get on. I told you she was gonna do this and that. I said I was gonna be in that big old house. I remember when I was cracking them jokes. Do I want Sharice Mills? No. Did Sharice Mills leave Luce Cannon for Compton Ricc Roc? No. She left Luce Cannon for the game.